Yeah, good evening, everyone. How you doing? It's Aaron here, founder and CEO of Extra Triple I Games, coming to you in my bedroom. Um, yeah, didn't today didn't go well. Today was fine here with me. Last few days have been a little bit rocky with my mother. She had an outburst episode that was actually in this room. It was on the third of this month, and it wasn't pleasant. She came in here and kind of didn't lash out right away. She came in here kind of having her anxiety, which she's had before. And by the way, I'm a little bit frazzled because exactly the nature of what happened today. And fight or flight just isn't a fun thing. It messes you up. It wrecks you. You can't focus. You lose your appetite. You get nauseous. And at this point, if I could pick an emotion, that's probably how I'm feeling right now overall. I'd have to say it's somewhere between kind of pissed and just fed up. Somewhere between those two, in that spectrum. But like I did say, on the third of this month, my mother had another episode. It was in this room, which it previously didn't happen in here before. It's happened pretty much all over this house, I'm sure, when I wasn't here taking care of my sister and we were off and about on our little motel and hotel journey. And by the way, my sister's doing wonderful, by the way. She's good. She's living the life. She's having fun. She doesn't have to worry about any of this crap. It's basically a constant thought, a constant, not per se a constant worry, but a thought is whether this is going to happen or not. What am I going to do? How can I stay away from it? How can I block it out? Because if I hear it, I'm going to react to it, and it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pleasant, and I'm not going to be quiet about it because it's just happened way too many times. And today, just I could say I think I get some pizza here. Let's see. Oh no. I got some pizza. That's gonna be coming here soon. As you know, I do like to eat pizza a lot. It's kind of a comfort thing for me. Could be a little bit of a nervous habit. I'll be very very honest with you. But yeah, the last few days, taking the third of this month of August out of the equation, yeah, it was fine. The last time my mother had a major meltdown was on the 25th of June. So it's like it happens everywhere between a month to a little bit after a month. Anywhere between the end of the month to the early days of the month. And the difference is this month, my mother actually had two major episodes or outbursts. One was on the 3rd, and another one was today. So I found out she was in the hospital. I don't know if she was taken by a police or an ambulance, but she had an outburst. She told me it was PTSD. I don't know if it happened at her work, outside of work, but I can only imagine because I know how bad she can get and how these outbursts can just go from 0 to 100 in a matter of a few seconds. And when she gets to that point, you can't control her. There's nothing you can do. Try to calm her down, but it's so freaking bad that she can't control it. And I'm under the impression that it's not just PTSD or post-traumatic stress. I'm thinking limited psychosis. I'm thinking bipolar because it's very Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. She fluctuates. Her emotions she can be very quiet, and then bam, it gets very very loud, and it's a volcanic eruption, and it just spreads and it gets everywhere. And that's why I try to stay away from that. But yeah, she got some tests done at the annex, called the annex department in the hospital, and she's not obviously telling me the whole story. She's done that before, where she'll leave bits and pieces out, either from embarrassment or the fact that she doesn't want me to know. But you know what? I'm gonna find out in any one way or another because I've dealt with this in the past 2 years, and it just sucked. It sucked. It wasn't fun, and that's the reason why me and my sister were out. That's why I took care of her. That's why my mother, isn't her caretaker anymore. She doesn't get Social Security or anything like that because all that money was taken by my sister when she got guardianship and had the state start taking care of her. And that's for good reason, because she definitely can't be in this house. It's just destroyed. Like, I mean, there's not one part of this house, the quadrant of this house, that hasn't seen something. And I've seen a lot. And as you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm playing Lotto a lot. Just trying to luck out, see if I can win the big one. Because if I do, obviously what I'm going to do is a few things. And number one, I'm going to pay this house off. Number two, I'll get a car, for myself, so I got wheels, transportation. I can go somewhere. And then number three, basically, is probably go back to the hotel. I just lived there because even though it was a little bit trouble and I got charged for some damages when my sister was staying at the room that we were in for a long time. But I think they let me back in. If you explain your situation, you're usually good to go as long as it's legitimate, valid, and it's definitely legitimate. It's a sucky situation. My mother is gonna need help for the rest of her life in the same way that my sister is. She shouldn't be in this house. I'll say that once, and I'll keep saying that. She shouldn't be in this house. She should be assisted living, a nursing home, and it's kind of coincidental, honestly. And there's a lot of coincidences in life. You'll find that she went by a nursing home because a cop basically transported her to the. She was walking home. Something isn't adding up. I'm just wondering if she was arrested or not. Because I was hearing her talk when we were talking earlier. She was at the hospital. She was saying, "Oh, she was talking to someone else there, like a clinician or someone, a doctor, and saying, oh, that man yelled at me in front of the cops." So I'm wondering if she got arrested. I mean, something happened, but push came to shove, and finally someone else saw it. What I've been, had to deal with for the last 2 years, and that's one of the things when you're on the outside looking in, you're never gonna see it. It's never gonna be as bad as it is by you on the inside, where you can see everything. And that's what really, really sucks is that when you're trying to tell people that there's a major problem, you need help, this person needs help, they're not going to believe you because there's no dash cam proof, there's no proof, there's no evidence, it's just hearsay. And in today's world, hearsay doesn't fly. You need proof. And I spent, a year trying to give people that proof. I even talked to a family attorney, sent this gentleman an email that's a family attorney on my mother's side of the family, and he didn't answer. But I think he didn't answer because he's in and out of court and very, very busy. But I poured my heart out and soul, and essaying basically and said, there's a problem here. Problem with my sister, she can't be here. I can't be here. My mother shouldn't be here. She needs guardianship and all that. Problem is that costs a lot of money, and you're not going to get too far in this life without money. If you don't have money, you're not going to go too far. Doesn't matter how much ambition you have. That's all wonderful. That's fine, dandy. But you need money to do things. And you know what? I'm trying to get a lot of money for helping out Rockstar and Rocket Boy. Point blank. I'm still waiting for my pizza. So my mother's gonna be coming home, and I can hear it in her voice. She was flushed. You could, she sounded drained. Sounded like she definitely screamed and yelled all over the place. Kind of, how she is when it goes down here. And it's like I just can't deal with this anymore. She shouldn't be here, and or she's gonna stay here. I just want to get out. It's sad. I'm trying. It's like I feel like I gotta be her preacher. Part-time preacher. Because I started praying with her. I did it for a second time last night. Said, okay, I want to get all the negative energy out of here, make you feel better. If I need to do that, so be it. Let you know everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Just to try to have her have some self-control, so she doesn't keep doing this. Because push comes to shove. Push always comes to shove, and you know what? That's what happened today. And again, I don't know if it was at her work. I don't. She works at a sub place, a sub restaurant. There's a lot of people there, so there's no doubt that someone saw something. And yeah, she needs assisted living. She needs to get out of this house. She can't be here. The energy's too much for her. I said the house is her enemy, her friend, part-time enemy, part-time friend, part-time enemy, and it's very true. And so, Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I did play Powerball tonight, so I got one ticket on that. I go through Jackpocket, so I don't have to spend as much if I would through my main lottery site. So I got one ticket on that. Draws 10.59. I think it's actually 11. Mega Millions is 10.59. Mega Billions is 1.5 billion. Have a lot of money. I'd love to win that, but I'm fine with just millions. All I need is millions, and I'm good to go. I can get out of here. I can do what needs doing, what needs to get done, and a lot needs to get done. I don't know what test she ran. She said, I'm ready to come home. Her voice, she sounded like she was in haste. So she probably, I don't think she told the doctors what they should hear, but what they should be hearing. And she's done that before. But yeah, this phone's burning up. I got to charge it right now. But Aaron here, founder CEO of AAA Games, crazy bitch, celebrity story. Be well, be safe, be about your mission. Hug your loved ones always. It's a crazy, crazy world. Keep them close. Keep them safe. Keep them protected. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself protected. Stay sharp. I'm coming back with a lot more. And hopefully one day I get paid. Really. This wait's lasted long enough. Alright. Take care.